everybody, welcome back to our channel. And if you're watching this face for the first time, my name is Dafika. I do different makeup, beauty and lifestyle videos over here. So today's makeup is very special because it is for a special festival for every one of us. It is specially for Diwali. So this is my Diwali look which I have bought for you people. I hope you like it. It is quite colorful and a little bit of a glitter also. So before starting the video, I would like to wish each and every one of you to have a very happy Diwali and a very safe Diwali. So without talking too much, let's get into the video. For my moisturizer, I'm using the chia seed by Face Shop. Letting settle the moisturizer for good 2 to 3 minutes on your skin and the lip balm and the under eye creams. After that, we'll use a primer. So I'll be using the primer by MAC. This is the Fix Plus. So we'll use a generous amount of splashes on my face. So starting with my eyebrows, I'm using this eyebrow pencil. This is by NYX. And this is in the shade Expresso. Eyebrows are done. Let's define and fill my eyelid. So this is the one that I'm using for concealer. This is the Age Rewind by Maybelline, and it is very light for me, but I use it to highlight my eyebrows. So we'll use this with this brush over here. This is by Wet n Wild. So I'm using the Shein and Morphe collaboration eyeshadow palette. So the first shade that I'll be using in this fluffy brush of mine, this is by Wet n Wild. So first I'll take a color to set my eyeshadow. So I'm taking this shade over here, and now I'm taking a big fluffy brush by Morphe. This is M441, and I'm taking my first transition shade, which will be here, this one. I'll use this as a transition shade. after the first transition shade. I'm directly going to this black shade over here, and I'm taking a different brush this time. I'll be taking this brush by Morphe. It's in the shade M465. This is the brush over here, and I'll just go below my crease line. Same fluffy brush over here, I'll just blend it out everything. There's no harsh line without any product in it. So the next thing that you'll be needing is a micellar water and a Q-tip. So I'll just take it in the micellar water in my Q-tip, and I'll just clean it as I'll be doing a half cut crease. Let this dry for a bit, and then I'll take the same concealer in an angular brush. You can use any brush which you are comfortable while doing the cut crease. So I'll do a half crease over the lid that I have dried and I have cleaned. Start with very little product first, and then if you think you need to overlay it, you can obviously use more concealer on top of it. So after this is dried, I'll be using my first shade, and I'll be starting from the end then to the front. So I'll use a shade which I want to use after the black, and which is like a nice purple shade. So this is the shade that I'll be using just beside the black one. And for this I'm using the brush by Morphe itself. This is in the shade M431. So just taking the purple shade and going just every step similarly in the other eyes also. So just after the purple, I'll be using this shade over here. This is a nice pink shade, this one. I'll use it just beside the purple shade. After cleaning the brush, I'll be using the same brush. The next shade that I'll be using is this shade over here. This is a nice orange shade. I'll use this orange shade just beside the pink one. Last shade that I'll be using is this beautiful yellow shade over here. after you're done with putting all the colors, just take a clean brush. This is a eyeliner brush which is quite fluffy for eyeliner, so I use it in the other way. This is by Vega. What I'll do is I'll just clean and mix these two colors over here. I don't want any lines that is showing, so I'll just blend this out properly just with a plain brush without using any color. Once you're done, you'll take the black shade again, this black shade in the same eyeliner brush by Vega. Just dip it just a little bit and I'll just put it on my crease line. Just be back with my lashes and my liners on. So I'm back with my lashes. For my lashes, what I have used is a glue. This is by MAC. This is MAC Duo. So for my lashes, I have used these lashes by, this comes in a set of 3. These are normal lashes from Shein. And for my eyeliner, I have used the eyeliner sketch pen by NK Cosmetics. We're just left with the lower borderline of the eye. So we'll use the 2 mixed colors. I'll use this orange and this pink for my lower lashes, and I'll follow up it with the Kajal pencil. So the last thing that I'll be using on my eyes is, for that I'll be using a very precise eyeliner pencil and a liquid highlighter for your eyes, or a liquid glitter which you call. This is by the Swiss Beauty and this is in the number 01. So I'll take this amount from the brush itself in my eyeliner brush and I'll just make a nice line on my crease line. Repeating the same thing on the other eye. So eyes are completely done. Now we'll move forward to the face directly. For the face, I'll be using this foundation by Estée Lauder. This is the double wear foundation and my shade in this is 3W1 Tawny. This is my shade here. I'm using a beauty blender. I'm just using just a very little amount of the foundation first to start off with. Coverage of this foundation is quite nice, and if you are somebody who wants to use it for wedding purpose or something, this is a very good foundation. Just that you have to choose it on your own shade, and if you your face does oxidize, you can go a shade lighter also, because after using the bronzer and contouring, your face and your skin tone will go a little darker and it will come to your own color. So I'm not using any concealer under my eyes as it has given me a full coverage. I'll just set my base with a finishing loose powder, and this is by Fit Me. This is in the shade 25. I'll use the same beauty blender to set the base with the powder as well. So I'll do a little bit of a contouring today. So I'm using this contour stick by Miscellar. This is the shade here, and I'll be using it with a brush. So I'll contour my forehead, my jawlines, my cheeks, and my nose a little bit. Bronzer just on top of the contour. I'm using this butter bronzer by Physicians Formula in this angular brush by Wet n Wild, and let's roll. I'll just bake a little bit with the same finishing powder. It's just to clean all the just a little bit of a baking, so I'll just this is not proper baking, it's just that I'm putting a little bit of a powder so that I have a better featured and sharp features. So the next step is using a blush. I'll be using this blush by Colorbar. This is in the shade Craving Coral. Yes, it is in the shade Craving Coral. Yeah. And I'll use my brush, which is by Wet n Wild. This is a blush brush. So I'll take it on my brush, dust off the excess, and just pop up the color. I'm taking a big fluffy brush and dusting off all the excess powder that I have used so that it looks blended, and on my nose as well. Blushing done, so moving on to my last step, mostly for makeup. This is the highlighter that I'm using, and this is by Makeup Revolution Pro Illuminator. I'm taking it in a fluffy brush and putting it on the high points of my face. So if you can see the shine, it's already there. Put the same highlighter on my brow bones as well with the help of a brush. So now the last step, I'm using the lipstick. This is by Smashbox, and this is in the shade Driver's Seat, and you'll be seeing the swatch and the introduction of this in my vanity in a haul coming soon. So I'll be using this shader today. lastly, using the finishing spray by MAC. So this is the final look. I hope you like it, and if you like it, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, share and like. Thank you so much.